How's it going, you outlaw legends? I'm Red Nitrate, and welcome into my video covering the agency business as a part of the contract DLC in GTA Online. Yep, the update is finally here, folks, and I've been having an absolute blast messing around with it so far. But today we're going to be looking at the new agency business with our boy Franklin Clinton, where I'll be purchasing everything on offer, taking you on a full tour, while we also check out a few of the missions and run over the quickest ways to make money right off the bat. To start out, you'll get a call from Lamar, who basically just repeats everything we know already and tells us that the agency is now available for purchase, so we won't bother too much with him for the moment. What you're going to want to do is come over to Dynasty 8 Executive via the internet on your phone, and from there you can see that there's a new addition to the page, which of course is agencies. There are 4 locations to choose from. I decided to go with the mid-range option at Rockford Hills, mostly because it's very close to my office and a few other buildings that I own in the game. So we'll go with that for 2.4 million, well, at least until the upgrades, of course. Now there's a whole bunch of cosmetic upgrades that are available. I've decided to keep all of these options pretty standard, mainly because I figure everyone has a different vision for these things anyway, and this way we get to see the stock version, which we can view as a potential canvas for maybe upgrading later on. So yeah, I'll quickly skip through all of these for anyone that's interested, but in just a moment we'll be getting onto the big upgrades, the things that can really spice up your new location here. First of which is the Armory, which was much hyped in the official promo and looks pretty damn badass if you ask me. It reads, you might be asking yourself, is it really standard practice for an agency to have its own in-house armory and weapons expert? Of course. How do you think these deals get done? Well, damn right, that's solid thinking if you ask me, so we'll go ahead and get that for a cool 720k. Next up is Accommodation. Now normally I wouldn't bother with this because I've already got a ton of accommodation in this game already, but I was making the video so I wanted to buy all of the cool stuff, and honestly with this I'm glad I did. Other than the casino penthouse, it's possibly the most impressive and spacious accommodation of any business in GTA Online so far. We'll definitely check it out in full later on in the video. Last on the list is the Vehicle Workshop, which is honestly up to you whether you want to buy it or not. I decided to get it for the sake of the video and the fact that the garage provided with the agency is quite large, so I thought the option of having a mechanic on site was probably a good idea, but it is quite expensive at 800k, so keep that in mind. And then we come to the purchase confirmation screen, which comes in at a whopping 4.2 million. Not the most expensive property, but considering that this hasn't got any cosmetic upgrades, that kind of shocked me a little bit, but there you go. Hit the buy button and away we go. Once you've done that and you've recovered from the massive hit that you've just taken to your bank account, you can drop a marker on the map and make your way over to the new business. And here we are, folks. Quite a nice looking building if you ask me. Got some nice gardens out the front here, a few fountains and whatnot. Pretty classy vibe overall. But let's not get worried too much about the aesthetics right now. Head over to the icon and make your way into the building to get the first cutscene kicked off.
Hey, what's cracking? So what you think about all this? Shit, we looking good, right? Look, this is our business. You feel me? You put the bread down, shit, you the owner. I'm the manager. Franklin Clinton, dawg. And that over there is my old ass homie Chop. Shit, he don't get around too much no more. Man, everybody I asked about setting this thing up, they all pointed straight at you. A genuine, real reputable. Now me? Shit, I'm a hustler that made it big. Big house, nice cars, a family, and everything. But damn, man, I miss getting these fucking hands dirty. And from what I hear, you ain't got that problem. You run your own shit, and I like that. Hey, look, come walk with me. I want to show you something. Down the streets, I know real good, because that's where I'm from. But now I work with rich folk who got rich folk problems and no fucking idea how to deal with them. You know, like the kid might stole a car, or they might owe money to the wrong fucking people, or their wife might be screwing the tennis coach. But guess what? My homies can help them with all that. Now this here, this is your office. I'm gonna get all these jobs for us, and they gonna show up on this computer right here. It'll be small fry at first, but one big client, man. One A-list name. And we straight. Hey, that's our hacker right there, Imani. She works up on the operation floor where all the high-tech shit at. Oh, shit. Hey, Imani. Man, these kids, man.
Knock, knock, my politically incorrect racial epithets. What that shit do?
What are you doing here, Lamar?
Nah, the question is, what are you doing here? Is that who you bringing in with you? Why you didn't tell me? I'm the one who called that pimp. Put him up on everything, dawg. And you motherfuckers got the nerve to cut me out? Well, I got 2 words for y'all. Finders, motherfucking feet. That's right, I'ma sue y'all ass. Matter of fact, I'm gonna blast y'all asses out on Snapmatic. Where my phone?
Man,
at?
hold
Oh,
on,
shit.
dog. Man, I was gonna look out for you. Chill out, all right? Shit, I got something here. Dog, come on.
Nah, put that shit away. I'm part of San Andreas' budding cannabis scene. I remember this dude when he was broke as fuck. Could barely get a motherfucking coach seat. Now all of a sudden, eating grapes in the cockpit with the captain. Look at you. And you, I ain't even finna go in on your dog ass, cause you know what's happening, but I ain't tripping. Cause now, it's LD's turn to come up. How's that for a sample?
Okay, I see you. Nigga, this some good shit.
You damn straight, that's that payao.
All right. Hey, you get going on those. I'll be in my office, all right?
Right. Hey, who is that badass love fist looking bitch? I mean, nice young lady with the profitable posterior right there.
Nigga, that's Imani. That's Pearly, nigga, the homegirl's daughter. She handle all our hacker type shit.
Ooh, that's Pearly daughter, I should have known. She hacking this shit too? I didn't even know they had a computer. Damn, I feel old.
Tell me about it. You get going on those jobs. I'm gonna go work on this big client for us, all right?
Wait. You mean big client like Tony McTony? Come on, man, tell me you got Tony McTony. See if Tony McTony will post my weed on his page, man. You got me, Frank? Come on, man.
Whatever I got going, man, you got going, so I'm gonna look out for you. Hey, I'll be in my office. You keep doing what you doing.
Man, he be lying like a motherfucker. But anyway, though, now look at you. You feel like somebody now, huh? You OG now. Your nuts is almost big as mine, but they won't be. Not at all.
So yeah, really cool cutscene, that one. I found it quite special getting to see my GTA Online character alongside Franklin. We'll check out the mission side of things in just a bit, but I thought now that we've seen the intro and we're inside the agency itself, it might be a good opportunity to take a little tour around and see exactly what that $4 million is paid for. Over here to our left, it looks like we've got a little boardroom / meeting area type thing. Looks quite nice, not gonna lie. Kind of digging the standard cosmetic options so far. It looks pretty good to me. But let's move on, shall we? Next up over here is what appears to be Franklin's office, which is of course the office featured heavily in the promotional trailer that Rockstar put out about a week ago. Then if we make our way downstairs, you'll find an administration area, which has some pretty decent views, but also an agency services desk that has a few useful features as well. Here you can collect one of your personal vehicles stored in the on-site garage, exit via one of your pre-purchased helicopters, or there's also a fast travel service similar to the one offered with your penthouse at the casino, where you can quickly travel to a number of preset locations on the map, which is quite useful indeed. Over here is the elevator where you can access the various levels of your agency, but for right now, let's go and check out the garage, shall we? Alright, so this is the first level of the garage, which is where the vehicle workshop is located, assuming you purchased that. But if we make our way down the staircase here, we can access the different levels. As you can see, it's surprisingly roomy in here, with storage for up to 20 cars, which I mean isn't the biggest garage ever, but it's better than the standard sort of 10-car garage that they often give us with these updates. In order to access the vehicle workshop, you'll need to bring in one of your personal vehicles into the garage. Once you've done that, you can go into the workshop and do whatever modifications that you may need to do. While on the topic of vehicle workshops, it's worth noting that there's 2 new, very interesting vehicle modifications now available. One is an option to be able to drive your car remotely without you actually having to be sitting in it, and the other one jams the signal from all missile lock-ons, which basically means a Mark II griefer would have to actually manually aim their rockets in order to hit you. The only downside to both of these new mods is it looks like they're only an option for the new DLC cars and are not purchasable for pre-existing personal vehicles, which is a big shame if you ask me. Now that we've seen everything the garage has to offer, we can come and check out the rest of the building. This place is absolutely huge. It actually took me quite a while to map it all out and find where everything is. But if you make your way around here and up the stairs, you can enter the beating heart of the operation. First up is the Armory, and this is a spot to get all things weapons. Just about every purchasable gun or armament is available in this one-stop shop, which is super convenient. I thought it might just be a glorified gun locker or something like that, but this is actually pretty cool. Also available here are all of the new guns as well. First up is the much anticipated EMP launcher, which has been reported to temporarily disable the Mark II oppressor along with all other vehicles, making it all kinds of useful in free roam. Next is the elusive stun gun, which is now finally available for permanent purchase in GTA Online. However, do be warned, on top of the hefty price tag, I've also been told that it takes upwards of 12 seconds to load each shot. Obviously, that's to avoid PvP abuse, but still, it's a lot, so keep it in mind. And lastly, we've got the heavy rifle, which has made a permanent return as well. This looks properly badass, and I can't wait to try it out. There's also the military rifle, which I haven't heard anyone talk about, but there was a star next to it, which suggests it's new, so I'm not sure about that. Either way, they both look pretty cool. On top of that, you've also got your standard gun locker setup where you can configure your loadout, just like the one in your mobile operations center or your Avenger or whatever. And then there's also a little spot here where you can purchase all of the heist style equipment as well, which I thought was a nice touch. Moving on, you've got a nice little chill out spot over to the left here. Not much to it other than a bar, a TV, and an implement to help with your recreational activities. At first I thought this might just be the living quarters and I was quite disappointed, but I was wrong folks. Very wrong. Come and check this place out. So yeah, as you can see, we've got a super spacious bedroom up in here, and on first impressions it looks very nicely decorated, even just on stock. I really dig the vibes. At this point I was pretty impressed, but then it got even better because our boy Chop is chilling with us in the living area as well. That pretty much sold it for me. How cool is that? I think he can be in a number of locations around the place, and rumour has it you can even pet him. But yeah, that's about it for the location tour. Next up, we'll be looking at the mission structure of the agency and how we can start earning back some of the money we spent. To get things kicked off, just head back down to your office where we first began, and from there you can access all of the missions that the agency has to offer. To begin with, you'll only be able to do the security contracts located at the top. There are a whole bunch of these, and they all pay varying amounts, so be sure to pick out the most profitable one. They're all pretty much just your standard GTA contact missions, just like the ones you get from Madrazo, Simeon, Gerald, etc. You know the drill. Rescue some degenerate from some compromising situation, kill a bunch of goons, and then get them back to safety. All pretty normal stuff, but I still actually had a lot of fun with them. Once you've completed a couple of these, you'll get a call from Franklin letting you know that the next line of missions has become available, and that's the ones we're most interested in, the VIP contracts. These missions are the real meat of the DLC, and it's where you'll find Dr. Dre, along with a lot of the best story-related cutscenes that the update has to offer. For later VIP contracts, you'll have to complete a setup or two before getting an opportunity to actually do the mission itself, but in this case we get right to the action and we're instructed to head over to the golf course for our first proper encounter with Dr. Dre. There's a lot of really cool cutscenes here, which I'll mostly save for another video since this one's already running quite long, but be sure to check them all out before getting into the inevitable golf cart demolition derby of death. Well, not quite, but you do have to chase down and ram into a couple of people until they trash their golf carts, so it's not too far off. So that more or less sums up the VIP contracts, very heavily story based, lots of Dr. Dre related cutscenes, and a whole lot of fun in between. But just when you thought that we'd seen it all, there's more. After completing, I believe it's 3 of the available contracts, you will also get access to the payphone assassination missions, which can be kicked off from the same computer where you started the contract work earlier. From my experience so far, they appear to be the best paying jobs in the contract DLC as well, which is good because it hasn't really been paying much until now. This one here only took a few minutes to complete and paid over 80k, which is more than a lot of the contracts even, so definitely keep an eye out for the assassinations. But yeah, I should probably wrap it up there before I drone on for too long and bore all of you to tears. If you did enjoy the video though, please tap the thumbs up button down below, and if you are new around here, make sure you consider subscribing as well. I'm a Rockstar Games exclusive channel, and I'll be covering as much of the contract DLC as I possibly can. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am Red Nitrate. Stay legendary, everyone. Bye now.